Hey collectives, Grand Rising. It's about 6 in the morning, Saturn day. Anyways, I wanted to share this. I went to sleep. I just dozed off. I didn't know I went to sleep. I was so exhausted. And I woke up and I'm still tired. My eyes, like I guess I'm on the phone so much, the radiation, assumingly. Anyways, when I was living in North Highlands and before my unlawful eviction, these crows or blackbirds were, cawing, or I say hawking, near my building. It was by the kitchen window and then also in the front, like by the telephone pole. And then, because it never came before that I noticed, it kept saying, the hawking noise or cawing noise, and then it'll leave. It came for 2 days. And then next thing I know, I get this eviction notice. Well, thing on my door and then eviction notice. Now, fast forward where my temporary location is at. I mean, there's a lot of trees, a lot of birds. But yesterday and the day before yesterday, it sounded like the same bird. It was cawing or hawking, whatever, by this window where I'm at. And they're on top of a roof adjacent where I'm at. So I took notice and I'm like, okay. So that was like mid-morning. I left to my destination about 1:30 and it kept hawking. And so I went to my car and that bird, I literally saw it flew towards where I was heading to, which is my car, was bird flew in front of the building, like where I'm at. And it kept hawking, whatever, or cawing. But like I said, there's a lot of trees, a lot of small birds. But then it's like 2 birds came right by my foot. I was entering my car. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is this a message or what? Look at some stuff on the internet because I kind of forgot some things because I've been so distracted. But I remember a long time ago, my dad used to tell me that sometimes these birds are messengers to warn you of something ahead, danger ahead, or warning, or like warning me something to take notice of, or not to do something, or not to go, or it could be a message from somebody in the spirit world, sending a message, some sort. It could be good or bad. So, because this particular bird, I looked it up on the internet because I didn't know. I mean, I kind of knew, but I didn't really know the extent of them. They're very intelligent birds, the black hawks, whatever they are. These blackbirds, they're very intelligent species, and they've been used for studies and stuff like that, and government experiments and stuff like that. So, I don't know, these small little birds, like typical brown birds, I don't know what they're called, but when I was going to my car, 2 of them was at my foot. Like, literally, I was opening my door, and then 2 birds flew, like, in between the car stall, and, like, by my foot, literally. So I'm thinking to myself, what is this warning? Like, what is it? The last one, I didn't really take heed, and then I got the lawful eviction, and then, let me back up. So, yeah, that's probably what it was. Because when I left out, my son told me that this maintenance guy was knocking on the door. Knowing no one was home, adults, whatever. And left and came back an hour later and kept knocking on the door. Now, I'm suspecting something else, something foul. Turns out there was no notice on the door, no nothing, right? So I'm like, why are you knocking on the door? And he always smiling and this and that. This is the guy who kind of attempted to come in. So then I'm thinking to myself, something significant with those birds that happened yesterday. And the 2 small brown birds by my foot, by my car. I mean, they literally flew hecka fast and stopped by my foot. Like in between the stall, And then that was at 1 something going on 2. So this maintenance guy comes around 3, according to my son. So there was something significant in regards to that message. Yeah, they're up to something. But I'll be prepared for it. Anyways, thank you for listening.